Today is July 5th. The Rundown brought to you by Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. We saw the movie last week. We went to see the movie. I think I gave it an 87 in real time, 87 tomato. It was much funnier than I thought it was going to be, if we're being honest. Based on the previews, I thought it would be 60 to 65. Real funny movie. Everyone thought it was funny. I'm not just saying that because Peter Chernin is my close personal friend and it's his movie. I'm saying that as a man of the people who would never mislead the people. So Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. You can click on the link below, get a ticket so it'll get shut out. Because after this rave review, they'll probably be flying off the shelves. And what, July 8th, Hank? Is that when this thing comes out?
Yep.
July 8th. So Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I met the Stengel guys, by the way, who it was based on at the party. Big dudes. He actually looked like the guy who played him in the movie, too, Divine. So Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I took a nap, if you can tell my hair, a little pregame nap. A little messed up from the 4th. And then I actually had the wrong ad, so I don't have a shirt. But Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Watch the movie, now onto the rundown. Big Cat, the talk of the weekend, more so in my mind than Durant because of the hot dog contest. I'm obviously curious your take. The fact that PETA attacked you, whether it was PETA or not, I'm hearing it's like animal. That's the most amazing part to me of the whole thing.
Matt Stoney on 7. Joey Chestnut on his 11th hot dog. Joey Chestnut is eating hot dogs faster than I can count. Joey Chestnut is on his 13th hot dog. Matt Stoney is on 9. Matt Stoney is on 10. We're less than a minute out.
Shame on ESPN. I live streamed the whole thing on Facebook. Outside your intro, there wasn't 1 second of airtime. Now, we talked about this after, whether that was strictly because of the PETA attack that went on the side. So they obviously don't want to show the cops wrestling people. We had no idea how many dogs you ate until you held up to 12. For all I know, that's really a lie. Because K. Marco also tweeted in the middle of the thing like that they didn't have a score. He didn't know what was going on. I mean, it was a great day. The PETA attack, that's just bananas.
Kevin,
that's just absolutely
did we nail it or did
hilarious.
we nail it?
Perfect Barstool. But the fact that they didn't show you once during the competition and kind of give us something to go on, that sucked.
Did we nail it or did we nail it, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, that was we pretty much laid out everything you were going to say, trying to diminish what Dan did this weekend.
I didn't diminish it. I've said
they didn't show you.
It's very funny.
The PETA attack was the craziest part. ESPN's jerks. You didn't really eat 12. We literally sent an email. We'll post the email. We're like, hey, let's get it on the record to see what Dave does to try to like basically overshadow, which was a pretty fun day, I think, for myself and all the stoolies that, were involved. And you did it. You did it, Davey. You did a great job. So that's you.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So to move on. So yeah, I do think that they were going to show me around the 2 or 3 minute mark. That's exactly when it happened. We also then had fake blood all over ourselves the entire time. I don't think that that's the best thing to put on ESPN. So I do think that had something to do with it. The color announcer told me the plan was to pan to me right around that 2-3 minute mark. It was crazy. It was a crazy day. I still don't know what happened with I know it wasn't PETA, but it is PETA because who cares? They're all the same. I was shocked. I had no idea. I just looked dumbfounded. That picture that the New York Daily News has is an all-time picture. Me just stuffed to the gills with hot dogs. Well, I'm just like, what's going on here? I haven't
seen that picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in a second. It was disgusting. I came out of the gate hot. I was 3 dogs in right away. Then it happened. Then I slowed down a little, but I was able to finish. You're able to stuff as much as you can in your mouth and finish it within 30 seconds. So that was a big help.
What about, it looked like that guy Crazy Legs or whoever was next to him. It looked like he was swinging with the PETA people. Well, backed out. It looked like he was they had his hair or something.
So he only ate 1 dog. I asked him, first of all, he had glitter all over the place. I ate so much glitter yesterday because he was just glittering all over me. And I turned to him before we started and I was like, hey, how many are you trying to eat? And he looked at me super serious, I'm going to go back in time 100 years and eat a single hot dog in honor of the 100-year anniversary of Nathan's. And I was like, okay, dude. So the reason why I think he was upset when the protesters came was they like interrupted his Zen moment. He was probably like 25 years back in time at that moment. And like, it's probably getting woken from like a deep dream. So he just reacted. He tried to fight one of the chicks.
That's what I said. Like, you just backed away.
Yeah, because it was chicks. Like if it was a guy, I might have like tried to defend myself, but it was like a chick, and I'm gonna call from Lewis. He's probably yelling at me about some ad deal. They were chicks, so obviously like my initial reaction was like, what the hell are they doing? Like, I'm not gonna start swinging at a bunch of women, but Crazy Legs was. He was ready to start swinging at some women.
I thought your intro was pretty good too. I like your entrance. I thought that was very funny. Overall, would you do it again?
That's a one-time thing. That's a one-time thing. I think I'd rather be at the beach drinking, having fun, than Coney Island with like 20,000 sweaty New Yorkers stuffing my face with hot dogs.
Not to mention the chance of you hitting the over again, probably pretty slim.
No.
So
but FYI, I was all in on the under, but I should have known. I don't know how Vegas knew. I don't know how if you talked to Vegas. But these Vegas guys, they know everything. I don't know how they made that line 11.5, but they know everything. Dan, I'm hoping you weren't stupid enough to wash that shirt.
Well, of course not.
We need that framed and in the office.
No, I think I'm going to sell it. I think we should sell it, auction it, and then buy like 1,000 Big Macs for the office, right in Peter's face.
No, that thing has to be in the wall.
It belongs in a museum.
All right, we'll frame my Chef Curry's too.
Yeah, those are.
Put them in a glass frame. We'll do the Nathan's. I have a hot dog hat that got my hot dog hat was underneath, and it got a little blood on it too. So it's great.
No, those are the moments that have to be framed for immortality in the office.
Who is the POW guy? The big fat black guy.
All you haters out there who took under 11.5 said I couldn't do it, give it to me. Ha! 12. Pow, pow. And I got attacked by PETA. Fake blood everywhere. Pow! Fought through it. Chef Curry's ruined. Pow! 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 Oh, Badlands Booker. He's electric. Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Also, the Joey Chestnut, you know, like they always say, you know, if you go to a game and you look out and you see like LeBron James, you're like, that guy, he's the athlete. Joey Chestnut in the pregame locker room, he had an aura that couldn't be touched. He had like a reverence about him. Like people are just like, ooh, that's Joey.
Did he really say the buns were running fast?
He looked right at him and he's like, those buns look real fast today. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, just look at them. Look how like they look. I was like, Joey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you have any moments on the bus where you basically were like making fun of these people on the biggest day of their lives? Because I mean,
My presence alone was making fun of them on the biggest day of their life. They're also all friends. It's a weird scene, man. They're
Did you talk to Lefebvre, like the 85-year-old guy?
Yeah, he walked up to K Marco and I in the morning. It was like, depending on the conditions, like if the conditions are right for me, I'm thinking 30 dogs. And there was one, I looked down the line and he's just sitting there with like 2 hot dogs, like this old dude, this fucking guy. It's like 80-year-old dude. So it was a wild scene.
All right. Yeah, it was a great day. That's why I won't even go into it. I mean, I enhanced the moment. I didn't
sure. You always do.
I enhance it. I'm an amplifier.
Did you enhance the moment by doing your own live stream while Dan's live stream was going on? Was that enhancing the moment?
Yes.
The good thing is, Dave, I can't even be mad at you anymore because people are starting to realize how you try to take the shine from everything that's ever done on the site.
People were begging me to do it. It was kind of boring. It was like an hour thing. It was only 10 minutes, and they didn't show you once. I kept people there. 65,000 people can't be wrong.
We literally nailed this email. I can't wait to show it.
It wasn't that hard to nail it. I was tweeting out what I thought in real time. You guys, you're like, we told you what he'd say. Yeah, you took my tweets and just put them in an email. You're like, there it is. The other story, Kevin Durant to the Warriors. That was a big story. The only reason I cared is I thought I was going to the Celtics. We brought in Brady, for the Hamptons, which I blame Danny Ainge. You don't bring in Tom Brady unless you know that thing's closing because it makes everybody look bad. So
that's a loss on his record now.
Mm-hmm. It's a blemish.
It's a loss on Danny Ainge's record.
No, it's a loss on Tom Brady's record.
No, I think it's on Ainge's record. People are mad. I'd be mad too if I was Oklahoma. Like I saw the thing that people burn his jerseys. I do hate that about sports. I get it. You can go wherever you want, but just kind of lame. It'll be good, I guess, because the Golden State now versus Cleveland is going to turn into a real rivalry. But I don't know. It is what it is. I was sad he didn't come to Celtics because then we were legit, obviously, title contender. Now we're not, even though we got Horford. Other than that, don't really care. Big Cat?
I always find it weird that people are this upset at Kevin Durant. I mean, the guy has an option. He has a choice. And also, it's the NBA's fault. The salary cap goes up by this much from one year to the next. They can now offer money to whoever. So I hate the Warriors. I'm not mad at Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to root against the Warriors very hard because I do hate the idea of, the fact that they're going to be all-time great. And I'll get my hate going for him. But Kevin Durant, he has every right to do whatever he wants, and this was the best choice for him.
Yeah, he has every right, but the difference here is that he's going from OKC, which he was playing alongside a top 5 player. He was like 1 minute away from going to the finals. If you're a scrub who gets drafted to a bad franchise, a scrub franchise, and you leave, it's one thing. He left a title contender. It's like going from a 9 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. So as far as you have every right to do it, but as far as a fan who just wants to see the competitive side of things, it's a lame move. It's like, come on.
I totally agree that's lame.
Great situation going, and you had to go for the perfect situation. It's a little bit of a cop-out.
You do the same thing, though.
I get what you're saying.
Yes, you would.
But
Come on.
I was playing alongside Russell Westbrook, and already had I was already on the precipice. Are you
gonna not count the fact that he's getting to move from fucking Oklahoma City to San Francisco? That's a million times better. Those things count. Those things matter.
Yeah, of course. I just think that when you're on his level, you're worried about bigger things than is the city I live in cool?
Yeah, like endorsement dollars and being in the Bay Area and this.
Yeah, but endorsement dollars don't matter. It doesn't matter where you are anymore.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
he always says that about New York. It's like he was already a megastar in Oklahoma City.
I have no problem though with guys doing this. I obviously had a problem when LeBron did the parade. If Kevin Durant does a parade for himself before he wins anything, then I'll fucking blast him when LeBron and D-Wade did the parade.
Durant had a chance to win with what he had right now. It's like LeBron really didn't. The way Cleveland was working around him, he had every right to try to go elsewhere. Durant, it's like you could have done it here. You probably had a good shot at it this year coming up.
Westbrook's probably going to leave too, though, next year.
Yeah,
so you probably didn't want to be around for that.
No, but you can do what he's doing now with these 1-year deals and just let the cap keep increasing and always keep your options open. To me, the whole thing is just it's become a business. It's become we're all buddies. And he just wants to get the monkey off his back and win a ring, and I get that because now once you do that, you have nobody to knock you anymore, and you can go on to do everything else you want to do. But I just think he really had a chance to do it in OKC.
It sucks. It sucks and it stinks because it's just you get the business side, but as a sports fan, you pour your heart out rooting for this guy. You treat him like a king, and he turns around and spits in your face. So that's what stinks.
But did he really spit in your face? It was his fucking He'd been there for 9 years. He made them relevant. And he gets what loyalty does he have to Oklahoma City? Who the fuck cares about Oklahoma City?
If you root for a guy for a decade, buy his shirt.
I get it, but that's not you know what that is? That those are the fans that think players actually care as much as they do. They don't.
Right.
No, listen, you're right.
But that's such a skewed way to look at it. Kevin Durant doesn't have he doesn't owe anything to Oklahoma City in my mind.
Yeah, but
that's a non-fan perspective.
Yeah, if you think about it that way, then you have to apply that to everything in sports, where it's just
shit. It sucks. Sports sucks. The play. It's okay. Are you saying you're just now realizing that the players don't care about you as much?
There's some guys who make decisions that have loyalty to. As long as the franchise, I always think, as long as the franchise wants you as much as anybody else out there, and is doing everything to make you as happy as you can be, you owe it to that franchise to stay there. That's how I always believe.
It's not like they're a bad franchise. They're good, and they're
That's what I
right
mean.
on the verge.
I don't know.
That's what I mean. So I always have a problem with it. And I don't, Dan, you're saying a very logical, cold-hearted sports suck. I don't even know why you watch sports if that's how you feel.
Well, I watch sports because I love sports. I mean, that's not you can do both. You can realize that the players don't care about you as much as you care about them and still love sports.
Yeah, but then I think you have every right to just say, fuck
It's called
that.
not being like a 12-year-old. I mean, you
No,
grow
I
up and you're like,
disagree.
hey, guess what? This player doesn't really give a fuck about me. It sucks, but I still love my teams.
Being a sports fan is always irrational. We get
Right.
that, but that means you still have every right to be like, that was lame. And yeah, you're not right, and it's not true.
I have no problem with saying that was lame. I have a problem with people who like actually genuinely like are mad at Kevin Durant for using his right to free will and choosing whatever situation he wants to choose for himself.
You just have no. I believe in loyalty. There is no loyalty. Let's go. That was long. Fall ball guy. Speaking of loyalty, so he's in hot water again. Fall ball guy is like all over the news. So he maybe bought his way into this Fort Bragg military game, which supposedly was only for family and friends of the military. He maybe bought his way in because he was saying he'll pay $1,000 a ticket. Then obviously gets a foul ball, he shows it, and people are freaking out, being like, what are you doing at this game? You shouldn't be there. There's a petition now going around to get foul ball guy banned from all major league games. Once again, I find myself firmly, and I mean firmly, on foul ball guy's side here. Yeah, it's a military game. This is what this guy does. This is like a 1 in a million type of game to go catch a foul ball. When that's what you do, when that's your living, you find a way to go into this game. Somebody got him the ticket, whether it was free or he paid for it. Somebody on the other end made a decision. This ticket is worth me giving to this guy. This is what Zach Campbell does. He wanted that unique ball. I don't know why everyone's up his ass. I really don't know. I also don't know, Dan, if he subtweeted you the other day in a negative way.
No. I'm like the only one who has his side ever.
But he said a tweet that said, it's funny that like my friends recapped everything that happened.
Well, you don't actually think we're like friends that are like talking all day?
Well, no, I wasn't sure if he was referring to the rundown.
No, he's talking to like real friends that say stay off Twitter and then say, oh, but here's what was said about you.
Oh, all right.
People just don't like him. Like, he's
Right.
weird, and they don't like the fact that he goes to the game and then he gets all these balls because it's just like a quirky habit and hobby that he has. So they don't like him, and now they have their angle to jump all over. This is Internet 101, mob mentality shit. They're not actually offended that he took away a ticket from a military person. They're not actually offended or upset with it. They just don't like him, and they want to jump all over him now. But like you said, bottom line is they gave the tickets to military people. Military people could bring friends or family, and this dude gave it to Zach Campbell.
Or sell it or do whatever.
You know, in
Somebody
hindsight,
released the ticket.
Right.
Yeah, right. And in hindsight, does it look like a little bit of poor taste? Yeah, but the thought that he was like from the jump, like scheming and conniving to get in and block out a serviceman or woman is fucking ridiculous. Like, it's so hindsight here, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
It's if Zach Campbell wasn't Zach Campbell, like if he wasn't foul ball guy, no,
Right.
this would be a non-story. Like Kevin said, the internet wants to jump on him at every chance. Obviously, I think that if he had it, if he could, hindsight was 2020, he'd probably be like, you know what, it's not worth me going. The
Right.
biggest fucking loser of this whole thing, though, is Marlins Man. And
Yeah.
I have to write a blog. Marlins Man pretended like halfway through the game when he saw the internet jumping on Zach Campbell, he wrote a whole post saying, oh, I wanted to go badly, but I knew to respect veterans and people. Fuck you, Marlins Man. If you fucking could have been sitting front row of that game, you would have been fucking sitting front row of that game with your goofy ass Marlins hat looking like an asshole like you are at every fucking game in the world. You make it all about yourself and then you pretend that you wanted to respect the troops this one time. No, you didn't get a fucking ticket in the front row. That's all that happened.
Where did Marlins Man write a post?
On his Facebook, he's like, leave the game, Zach. You really shouldn't be there. I wanted to go so badly, and like so the Marlins are finally on Sunday Night Baseball, but I knew to respect. Fuck you, dude. I have little birdies. I have little sources everywhere. I heard Marlon Man wanted a fucking ticket so badly, he couldn't get that front row ticket. That's why he wasn't at the game.
Also, I will say, and this is a credit to Zach Campbell. He's got the right, whether it's on purpose or not, why everyone hates him. He's an arrogant foul ball guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's always been an arrogant, kind of in your face, gets a foul ball, celebrates, gets it off the face, the theatrics. It's what I love about him. He's like almost a foul ball guy, WWE type star. So the thing is, I think he takes it personal, but it's still great theater.
The world is more fun with Zach Campbell out there
absolutely.
catching foul balls. That fucking loser from Deadspin wrote a whole blog too. It's like, you're robbing all these people's precious moments of catching balls. Shut up, dude. Zach Campbell gives me way more moments than a fucking foul ball.
The petition said, let's restore the integrity of the fan experience. What the fuck are you talking about? What are people talking about? How can this dude affect you this much? You're a loser if the ball guy gets you riled up.
And the people who aren't even, they have nothing to do with the armed forces. So they're like, I can understand if someone in the armed forces wasn't able to get a ticket to this game and wanted to go to this game and then saw Zach Campbell at this game, you know what? You have a right to be upset. You have a right to be like, hey, what the fuck? This is wrong. But the people who have nothing to do with the military and they're upset, you're the biggest fucking loser in the world.
And let's not overshadow the fact he went and he caught a foul ball.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most amazing.
And he donated it. He donated money to the armed forces.
Yeah, $1,100. Like, how many other people in the fucking crowd were donating over $1,000 to the cause?
I love Campbell. I almost wish he turned more to the dark side. Like, everyone needs a black hat. Like, almost look like the Grim Reaper in the crowd with like his net and like this look.
The problem is, I think someone actually would kill him. Like, I think he has to play it a little bit safer because that's the type of hate that is now like bubbling for him.
I'll tell you what, if the petition goes through, that should just be a petition to get foul ball guy to kill himself, because that's what will happen if he gets banned. He'll actually kill himself.
Right.
Next up, so this is kind of a cool little story. So Future, Sierra thinks Future is going to murder Russell Wilson. I think it could happen. I don't know much about Future. I've seen him. I think he looks crazy. I think rappers, as a rule, like to murder people. Russell Wilson, probably the most easily murderable guy, like, of all time. Like, he should walk down the street, just stab him, he's dead. So I think there's something to it. And this is going to sound rude. I'd love to see it happen. I really would. Like, I think it would be an unbelievable story. KFC, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't think Future, I don't know much about him either. I don't think he's necessarily the most like thugged out of rappers that we've seen. But the point is that Russell Wilson he is the most murderable guy in the world. He's the biggest loser professional athlete that has ever existed. He's a Super Bowl champion, and he's got like this smoke wife, and somehow regular Joes like us can be like, dude, you are the biggest fucking dork out there. So watch out. I mean, watch your back, Russell Wilson. You might get murdered.
Would you pro or con? Would you like to see the murder happen?
Oh, I'm all in on that. I don't care if he's dead. Yeah.
I would like to see a murder attempt. A failed murder attempt on Russell Wilson would be
Middleman
maybe the greatest story of all time, because then you get, like, it gets brought up every time he plays a game. Someone tried to murder this dude. He's not only murderable, I don't even think you have to murder him in a regular, you don't have to go shoot him or like stab him. You could just be like, hey, Russell, like, go catch and like throw a ball into oncoming traffic, and he'd go and run it and like get
like off a cliff. Like
yeah,
a Wile E. Coyote, just like go deep, go deep, go deep. And he just runs like off.
Right. So like, it's not only did he get murdered, you could do it and make it not even look like a murder.
Yeah, no, he's easy to kill, no doubt. This guy, I respect the fuck out of this guy. Pick up basketball, full Jordan get up, from the shoes, the socks, the wristband on the forearm, just hardcore MJ.
Shit, bro. Look at it. He got the full Jordan fit on, bro. Bro, Michael Jordan on the motherfucking court. Look at this shit. Let's go, MJ. That's us, bro. That's us.
It seemed like there was no self-awareness, which made it the best part. Like, he's just out there running in full MJ gear. Big Cat, what do you got?
Clem sent me a tweet after I posted the blog. I guess he also showed up in full warm-ups, Bulls warm-ups. So he had the whole thing. If you're the asshole who like tries way too hard and pick up ball, everyone on the court hates you. If you do it in full Bulls warm-up and a full Michael Jordan jersey and pretend that you're Michael Jordan, it's the funniest thing ever, and we all love you. So that is like the perfect line for Hardo and like hilarious. That's it right there. That guy.
The leg band took it to a whole nother level. The armband's one thing. People put on wristbands and armbands. To put that weird leg thing on takes it to the next level. And he was like, there was a shot of him where he kind of looked like almost a little chunky, which made it even better. That, like he wasn't like in shape. He was just like this fat dude in a Jordan outfit. Yeah, if you hate on this, you're the hardo.
Do you remember the HBO documentary where the guys were trying to be superheroes? It's like maybe the greatest. Greatest of all time.
Phoenix something.
Yeah, the guys, they were in San Diego. They were like running up hills all fat and shit and trying to be real life superheroes.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like this guy. When he goes to play ball, he opens up his closet and it's all MJ uniforms. He's like, all right, here we go. Time to hoop. Time to get above the rim.
Like the different jerseys.
Time to fly.
He must get so much shit talked to him, like when he like airballs and jumper or something.
Yeah, you can't.
Unbelievable.
That's the tough part. If you're not good at all and you're in the full Jordan, although that even makes it even funnier.
Even better. Even better. Like tongue out, like wagging, just missing shots. Oh man, that's good stuff. That's a rundown. I don't know that we have anything post show. It's been surprisingly long rundown for 4th of July week.
You've been very clearly trying to wrap it up.
Really?
Yeah, each subject. How's Nantucket?
Rain today. It's been good the other days. Sales guys on my couch.
Ooh, has he been there all weekend?
No, he got here yesterday. It's been good. We had a barbecue yesterday, a lot of spike ball. McShay was here. He's the worst lawn game guy in the history of lawn games. He's like 0-50 in games.
Did you lose any spike ball games?
No, still undefeated.
Wow. King of the beach.
King of the beach. King of the beach.
King of the beach. There you go. Long live.
All right. See you guys later.